Fearing they may have just trapped the 2 remaining dogs inside with a helpless baby, the sergeant and...
Welcome back, you lovely faces, guys. We are going to be watching another body cam video today. Like I said, we normally do these during live streams, but we haven't been live for quite some time. But the one we're going to be looking at today, which is... It's sad straight away, but cops discover babysitter being eaten alive in the back garden.
They're like falling at him. I don't know what to do.
Watch that dog here. 3 of them. Back up, back up!
A sergeant is caught in a terrifying encounter as 3 dogs stand between first responders and the victim of their brutal attack. In the chaotic aftermath, the question becomes who the victim is and whether help came too late.
They were guarding her. Oh my God, dude.
The following is based on official police records, and the footage has never been seen before until now. After 4 p.m. on November 21st, 2025, dispatchers in Tyler, Texas receive a panicked call to 911.
I showed up at my boyfriend's house to take the dogs out in the backyard, and I keep hearing the neighbor's dogs just screaming at the fence because our fence is kind of messed up. But now I'm looking through the hole, and they're literally, I think they're mauling at him. I think that's the neighbor. He's on the floor, and he's not talking back. I don't know if it's a girl or a guy, but my neighbor's a guy, so I'm guessing it's him, but they're like mauling at him. I don't know what to do. I'm a nurse,
ma'am.
But I'm too scared to go over there. Oh my God.
Yeah, don't go over there.
Short. I'm guessing it's a man, but honestly, it looks like they have leggings on. I don't know. It's could be a woman.
Do you still hear the dogs?
They're like, I don't know, like whining sometimes, and then it gets silent, and then they're whining again.
All right. Well, do you hear your neighbor at all? Are they saying anything?
No, I mean I yell on them, but oh my God, I'm praying. I don't know. I hope that what I saw wasn't what I saw. Maybe it's just a big old toy, a big human-sized toy. I don't know.
All right. Well, the deputies and ambulance should be here.
That poor nurse, man. If she's looked through it and she's just seen a body that's just been eaten by these dogs. What?
Get it there shortly, okay? Just call back on 911 if anything changes.
Okay, do you know how long?
I don't have an ETA. They weren't that far, so they're getting there as quickly as they can.
Okay.
A sergeant with the Smith County Sheriff's Office arrives just behind the local fire department, and together they rush toward the sounds of barking coming from the backyard.
You gotta take the dogs out. You gotta shoot them. You have to.
I think he's dead, man. Out here. Watch that dog here.
Jeez, they're coming from the bottom.
3 of them. Hey, shoot him.
But with the victim sprawled out beneath the dogs, firing his weapon is too much of a risk. Instead, the sergeant runs to a gate on the other side of the house and radios for backup.
22, what's your location? .22, where you at?
Be there in about 2 minutes.
Knowing the victim may not have 2 minutes, he quickly decides to go in alone.
Jeez, I wouldn't do that.
County, you copy?
Not being funny, if they've done that and they can see it, these dogs by here with the cop, there's no one around them, bang. Has to be done. Has to be.
Yes, nice traffic.
10-4.
Hey, let fire know I've got the gate open on the other side, but the dogs are mauling the body.
Hey, where are they at? Where are your people? They're on the fence. Oh, still the fence? Yeah. Back up, back up!
The dog charges the sergeant and he opens fire, striking him multiple times. When it fails to stop him, he fires once more, and the dog collapses against the pavement. The sergeant keeps his gun aimed at a second dog, who sniffs his fallen companion.
Yeah, the other dog won't do anything. Yeah, but whoa, what's going on?
I know, but if we can get to them.
We've got to get EMS care.
Okay, get them there.
See, the dog knows now.
That's 9 shots fired in the area of me. Hey, I've got an open door back here. They're good to pull him, yes.
Where's the other dog? Stay there, bud.
Don't do it. I can't find the door.
Close the door so we can...
I'm working on it. Door's closed, yeah.
Oh,
With one dog
jeez.
dead and the other 2 secured inside the house, backup finally arrives and joins.
That is so nerve-wracking. But again, you gotta take the dogs out. You have to. Now, if they're able to get to the person who's been mauled, and obviously whoever owns this house, which, again, it says babysitter, so obviously they're not going to be there. And these dogs, if they are the ones who did it to this babysitter, they gotta be put down. They have to. They're too dangerous to be around now. Because, again, they've got the sniff and the taste for blood.
The fire department as they work to pull the victim through to the other side of the broken fence.
Don't pull the fence down. Don't pull it.
Okay.
There's still dogs.
Okay.
Cutting the board right here.
There's one more dog, isn't there?
Yeah. Come on, I got it, yeah. Oh, Neil. All right. You got it. We're out. We're good.
The victim, who appears to be a young woman, shows no sign of consciousness.
Oh,
Her body is
no.
severely mauled, with deep, gaping wounds on her arms and legs. While paramedics get to work, the deputy joins the sergeant in the backyard.
So that door was open. There's 2 other dogs inside. That one came after me when I opened the gate. The other one came running up to him, but took off inside. Okay. I do not know if there was anybody else in the house. I have no idea.
Given the 911 caller assumed the victim was the male owner of the dogs, the sergeant quickly locates her with an urgent question.
Hey, does he live alone?
I don't know these cars. I see a gray car, a silver car show up, and it's a guy and a wife and like a kid.
Okay.
That's all I've ever seen.
Okay.
That
Does
poor
he
woman.
live alone?
The guy here
Yes.
is the one that had all the dogs.
Him.
But that was a lady that lived there with a baby, and they got to fight over the dog before.
A baby?
Is it
What?
a dog?
Yeah.
I know it is. I know.
It's about 3 dogs.
I know.
3 pit bulls.
This one owned the dog, and their main dog.
Well, I'm very aware.
Shit.
They were mean dogs.
I heard them fighting about.
They weren't fighting. They were attacking
No,
somebody.
about a month ago.
Okay.
And the woman and the man having a confrontation.
Who owns the dogs over
Some
here?
lady has a baby that lives over.
Where's
I don't
she
know
at?
if they're home.
Do you know what she drives?
I don't know anybody.
Do you know what she drives? The cars you've seen?
No.
She doesn't know anyone, but she knows that it's the man and the woman's got a baby. Oh, jeez. No. I really hope there's no baby there.
Did they get that baby, did it?
I don't know.
Oh, my God.
Fearing they may have just trapped the 2 remaining dogs inside with a helpless baby,
Oh,
the
my
sergeant
God.
and deputy arm
Please,
themselves
no,
with
yeah.
rifles and return to the house.
All right.
Gotta be done.
Well, let's go find the baby. Locked.
That door's not.
Good? Yep. We're gonna clear the house. There's a lady and a baby who's supposed to live here.
Oh, God, no.
Dog.
Unexpectedly, a voice calls out over the home security system.
Okay. Who's supposed to be taking care of your dogs?
Our babysitter.
Who's your babysitter?
Her name is Madison.
Okay, where's the baby?
Oh, thank God.
Okay, so there's nobody here.
There's no one here at the moment now.
The sergeant instructs the couple to call the sheriff's office in the hopes they can confirm the victim's identity. In the meantime, he heads back.
I am so happy there's no baby there. Oh, my God. If they did that to the babysitter, they would... don't even want to think about it.
To the neighbor's house to ease her concerns.
They're out of town. So them and the baby, everybody's out of town.
Oh, thank God. Thank Jesus. Good.
But the person they hired to come take care of their dogs got mauled.
Oh, that's awful.
And we were not able to get to her before.
I understand, honey. It's hard. But see, I knew them dogs had been fighting.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. But it wasn't a little bitty dog.
No, they were. None of them were little bitty. There's one less of them now because it charged after me.
They had to. Well, honey, I don't blame you.
Meanwhile, the other deputy speaks with the 911 caller, who grapples with the emotional aftershock.
I couldn't tell what I could see. I was just freaking out.
Yeah. No, that's understandable.
And I was like, I hope I'm wrong, but I still called either way. But
no, you did good. You did the right thing.
I couldn't keep.
Now with her, understandable. Obviously, she's seeing what's going on and everything else. But with her saying that she was a nurse, and she's freaking out at the sight and everything else. Maybe being a nurse isn't for you? Well, that's just my thought on that part by this straight away. Because she said that she was freaking out. I didn't know what to do. Oh my God. And, you know, and if she gets emotional and everything else regarding it, could she actually work in that capacity as a nurse? Again, she may not be, you know, an accident emergency nurse sort of thing. She may not be the ones who help the seriously injured ones. But you would hope that they would be able to be like, right, okay, focus. This is what we got.
Looking if it was.
Yeah.
And I'm a nurse, so I feel bad because I could have, I don't know, maybe I could have done something, but
no,
I was too scared to go.
Calling us was the only thing that you could have done.
Bad
Otherwise, you know, that would have been bad for you. So.
Right, that's why I was scared. I was like, I can't go there.
Yeah, so, yeah, calling us was the right thing.
Across the street, the sergeant learns more about the dog's history.
But I've heard dog fighting before. This ain't the first
And
one.
it's between this house and this house. Yeah, I wonder if they weren't going at each other. Do you happen to know what kind of dogs they have? Because all these are like pit bulls.
Oh, it's their pit bulls? Mm-hmm. I knew I saw a pit bull out in the drive one day.
Well,
then it's them.
So they've been arguing with the neighbor dogs as well? Maybe that's the case.
I'm so sorry, baby.
It happens.
Yeah.
The dog's owners, Wilbert and Addison, finally reach a deputy by phone, and the heartbreaking truth of the girl's identity is fully revealed.
Okay, where are you located at right now, sir?
We're currently in Oklahoma. We're on our way back, though.
Okay. Who is supposed to be here to care for the animals?
Her name is Madison Hole. She's just supposed to like go over there every couple hours and just check on them, but we haven't been able to get in contact with her yet.
Madison Hole, she's supposed to take care of the dogs? Okay. About how old is she?
She's 23.
23?
Yeah, she went to college there, and she's going to college to be a teacher, so I'm not sure which college she goes to. Yeah, the dog was broke out probably about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and I texted her, and we haven't received a response, but I mean, I think she's in class.
The couple would later explain they met the college student, 23-year-old Madison Riley Hall, after posting an ad for a babysitter on Facebook. Madison had been babysitting their 3 children, all under the age of 5 years old, for the last 2 months, and they recently asked her to look after their 3 dogs while they were out of town. What the deputy doesn't reveal is that their description of Madison matches the victim, who is lying on the ground after a brutal attack carried out by the family's own beloved pets.
She alive? They're trying right now. They got the machine pressing her, doing the compressions, and they're going to hit her with a couple of epis.
We haven't really evaluated her back. I mean, like right before y'all got here, we just got her drug out. She was face down.
The dog was guarding her, man. Say what? They were guarding her. Oh my God, dude.
Yeah.
That poor girl.
You think she had been back there for a while or something? Or?
I mean, not that old.
Poor girl, all alone. Those her last minutes on this earth. Poor girl.
Because she was still she wasn't cold and she was still able to move her, you know.
Oh, okay.
And everything, that's why we're working her. But they all 3 had her right here. And just
God, man. Pit bulls?
3
Despite their best efforts, there's nothing the paramedics can do, as Madison's injuries are far too severe. She's pronounced deceased on the scene, and the sergeant calls in to his superiors with an update.
Well, there is one less alive dog, and also, unfortunately, one less alive dog sitter. I don't know, I'm not willing to sit in the house and talk over a ring cam over some dogs that just ate somebody, so...
Nah, damn
Pretty
right.
sure I broke my foot, though. It's like a... was running and hit a hole.
Wilbert and Addison later told investigators their 3 dogs, named Bodie, Lola, and Afghani, were not known to be aggressive, though Lola could be, quote, territorial. Addison shared that Madison would often watch the dogs and children at the same time, and on several occasions they would come home to find one or more of the dogs cuddling with Madison on the couch.
Now, it looked like, I'll be real, it looks like a man because the body's just so torn up.
This one here probably called her bleed out. Yeah, for more on. Break them for more, yeah.
Investigators later visited Madison's mother in person, giving her the most devastating news a parent could receive. Her mother showed them a video Madison sent several days earlier, in which she spoke about the size of the dogs, noting one of them weighed more than 100 pounds. In the video, Madison described the dog as, quote, defiant.
So I don't know why they did what they did.
I bet they did it over food, and she tried to break up the
Tried
fight.
to break up the
and
fight.
They got it.
No, they saw you put the one down, and they were like, oh, I don't want to. Oh boy, that.
That is exactly it. Like I was thinking with the... I thought it may have been with the neighbors, because the one across the road, the woman was saying, oh, they've always had fights with the other ones and all this. But with what they were saying there, if one is defiant, more than likely I'm the boss of us. Having an argument, no, this is my food or biscuit or meat or whatever. She tried getting them, like, no, break stop fighting. And they went for her. Poor girl.
Yeah, because the real big one backed off.
That
when we
one
went
was
inside.
The mean looking one.
According to police records, the last message Madison sent was to her boyfriend at 12:16 p.m., letting him know she was on her way to check on the dogs. The couple reviewed their home security cameras, noting that at 1:13 p.m., one of the dogs can be seen inside the home with blood on his side. Addison assumed that 2 of the dogs had gotten into a fight, but the truth was far more devastating. Unfortunately, the home cameras did not record anything that could clarify what happened, but given the timeline, investigators assumed the attack began roughly 3 hours before the 911 call.
Yeah, when I talked to the neighbor girl that actually called 911, she never heard like her calling for help or anything like that. She just heard the dogs like they're
Fighting over each other. Or fights each other over her, yeah.
Is maybe she was attacked and she was laying there, and every time she tried to get up, they would probably guard her. They would... So she just stayed there laying there, slowly.
According to police records, the sergeant received treatment at the hospital for a minor injury to his foot. As for the remaining dogs, they were later seized and euthanized. Following a joint review by a Smith County Sheriff's Office investigator and the assistant district attorney, authorities determined that the dogs' owners had not violated any criminal statutes because they did not act with criminal negligence. The case was closed. Madison's mom created a GoFundMe to cover burial expenses, raising over $19,000. In the fundraiser, she shared that Madison was 6 months away from earning her bachelor's degree in early childhood education from the University of Tyler, adding that her daughter, quote, loved life with her whole heart and moved through the world with a free spirit that lifted those around her.
That absolutely sucks. That sucks so much. Couple of weeks away from becoming an actual teacher, helping kids. That poor girl. And that's how she went out. This is the thing as well. You will see some people going off, because if I remember correctly, here in the UK, we've had a few instances where they're trying to ban pit bulls. And because I can see where it's coming from, because pit bulls seems to be the ones who are always in the news. They're the ones who have been done for attacking kids, attacking babies, adults, and all this. And when you see things like this, and especially that she bled out because they just wouldn't let her get up. Poor girl. Poor girl. And then for the actual neighbours as well, and for the owners. Seeing on the camera, we can't get hold of her, is everything alright? Then being told literally that your dogs have mauled her to death. They ripped her apart. I wouldn't be able to live there. afterwards, knowing that. Because, again, even though it's not their fault, you are going to be feeling guilty like anything. If Charlie did that to someone and I'd be like, oh, we weren't here or whatever, I would still be feeling guilty. I would be doing everything in my power to try and help her mother. To be like, it sucks. It sucks when you see things like this, But guys, let us know what you think about this down below. I have left a link to Ewu in the description box. That's where we get most of our body cams from. I do think they are the best on YouTube. There is a few others which we have covered and they are good, but Ewu seems to be the ones that is on the nose and properly do all the stuff around it. Not just showing a body cam and going, oh yeah, look at this. This is going to be bad. And doing all like viral and clickbaity stuff. But this is what we got, guys. Thank you ever so much for watching. Let us know what you think about this down below. As always, my name is Dan. Take care and I'll see you soon.